Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like everything's good, so we are live once again, and those of you who might have thought we were technically done with Xenoblade Chronicles after giving a title like The End is Here for the prior stream, there's still a little more to see to before we get to Let's Play content. Though, as you can probably tell for those of you who know the game, I've been a busy boy based on what exactly is in front of us right now. I have made sure to get a little bit of a head start on the New Game Plus content, so I at least have stuff to work on editing-wise for whenever I can get it wrapped up and make sure that I actually have something to show for it once we're done with the live streams. But there is one last thing I need to see to as far as the live streams are concerned, and that is what's flashing down in the bottom of the screen, Torna the Golden Country. This was DLC that was introduced a while back, and as Chad has aptly reminded us, it even got a physical release at one point, so that's how important it was. So, I'll be very curious to see what lies within. As Chad has once again elucidated for us, this was originally intended to occur between chapters 7 and 8. I can't quite recall where the breaking point for those were, but by my best recollection... Yeah, it's been a while though, and I'm mired in other things right now as far as Xenoblade is concerned. I had a couple days off this past week, so I was able to make decent progress going through side quests and whatnot. So, fun time was that for me, though I probably won't be able to move as swiftly over the next couple of weeks since I've got a different game I need to focus on. Regardless, we'll see how it goes. So, my understanding is that it was something that was intended as a flashback to the original war between Torna, well, between Malos and basically everyone else once that, well, Malos had been released. So, at the end of Chapter 7, you fall down to Mortha. Okay, so this would have been intended as something that probably Mithra would say, assume, or remember occurring, perhaps telling alongside Jin. Okay, fair enough. So, we'll see how that turns out then. So, 500 years in the past, a war was fought called the Aegis War. We're going to explore that. So, before we get started, let's see what else chat has to say for itself. Let's see. It looks like I've covered everything that was discussed. Let's see. Also, the box art of the Xenoblade games just feels so right next to each other. Also, after you beat New Game Plus, you get 2 secret title screens. Alright, I guess I will have reason to go and quote-unquote beat them then. I'll be curious to see how overleveled and whatnot I'll need to be for the final battle on Bringer of Chaos difficulty. That's going to be interesting. And then, what else is in there? A bit off topic, but I can't take Sothis' voice seriously because all I hear is Morgana from Persona 5, because they share the same voice actor. That I am aware of, and honestly, since playing Fire Emblem 3 Houses, I've had the reverse problem for basically everything. So, I'll just be minding my own business, I'll be silly enough to check out an anime dub and I'll hear someone I recognize. I'll check out a completely unrelated video game and I'll hear someone I recognize. And it's just been one string after another. I mean, just with Tears of the Kingdom, as you may have seen with the Variety Night when I first dipped into that, I hear Raru's voice and I immediately think, oh no, is this some kind of twisted joke? Yeah, I've been running into a lot of familiar voices lately, and it's been a nuisance. And I suspect I'll eventually run into that with Baldur's Gate 3 as well, since that's the main thing I've been focused on otherwise. Still, that looks like it catches me up on chat, so without further ado, let us begin. A new symbol. Okay then, so, you got your own little title screen, huh? Alright, we'll see how well it works out for you. We'll just set it to normal. Glad to see it gets its own difficulty setting so I don't have to worry about jumping back and forth. Hang on, that's Jin's mask. How long has that been a thing?
The year was 3564. The 107th Indoline Praetor, Rhodalis, had sent an armed expedition against the country of Sia. Its capital, Amranta, fell overnight and sank beneath the clouds, along with the rest of the Titan. The destruction of Sia shocked all the nations of Allrest. Officially, the act was attributed to a military alliance led chiefly by Indol and the emerging power of Mor Ardain. In fact, it had been the work of one blade, the Aegis, a man known as Malos. said to be the architect's word incarnate. Back then, neither Laura nor myself knew how closely his fate would prove to be tied with ours in the days to come.
You're that eager to die? Then allow me to assist.
So, this is the opening volley in the Aegis War, huh? So, but wait, if Amalthus is the driver for Malos then, was this at the behest of the old Praetor? Hello. I'm surprised Jin hasn't handed, well, the driver the weapon yet. Although, to be fair, she seems to be doing just fine. Oh, there it is. I wonder why they're being pursued.
There's no end to them.
And it's not just the Wolf and Ferris. Even the Belufers caught up in it.
Laura, can you smell it?
Huh. Ugh, it stinks like...
What now? You're ugly.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Blood. It's driving them crazy.
Nice of them to wait their turn while we head into gameplay. Alright. So, they're having me go through the same... Well, to be fair, if this was given its own, well, physical edition, presumably it can be played independently, so... Alrighty.
All right, follow my lead.
They'll live to regret this.
Alrighty. Interesting that you're just... Actually, I'm curious. If you use... Oh, you're still having me go through tutorials, huh? Okay. Yep. Driver of their blades. Yep.
You read my mind.
Alright, gotta go through this. Huh. And then there's more. Alright. Ooh, they've taken up the mechanics a little bit, huh? Vanguard and rearguard positions. The character in the vanguard is the attacker, while the rearguard plays support. You as the player directly control the vanguard. The rearguard will attack and provide buffs automatically. Alright. Interesting. So they're shaking up the game mechanics a little bit. Alright, I'll play along. When you receive an attack, the damage you took... Yep. Damage is healed by using a vanguard switch. Ah, okay, so that's how they get away without having us receive an explicit healer, most likely. Because I don't think any of the blades that we know of in this era would necessarily be dedicated healers, since Nia was that blade for us. Unless we see Dromark at one point, but even then. So, Vanguard switches are what we do in order to stay alive, huh? Sounds good. Yep, once the rear guard fills up. Yep. Alright, there's a switch art involved, huh? Okay. And the art gauge will also be ready immediately.
You'll answer to me.
Alright, neat.
Chill stroke.
Heh, I still have the old exploit, huh? Meanwhile, let's grab the loot. Alrighty then. Another one, huh? Alright. Using arts will in turn. Alright, so just reminding me of the using the specific arts. Alrighty. There we are. Hey Lights, how you doing? Let's see. So do you like jazz? Well, we'll see. We'll see how it ends up looking in this one. Let's see. The voice direction is better than is this version? Alright, we'll see how it turns out. So far, I haven't noticed anything different, but then again, the original game had some points where the voice direction was alright, so we'll see how this turns out. Actually, I should see what the level 2 looks like next. Alright, yep. Let's see. Alright. Already given me that so I can take a look at it, huh?
I need your help here, Jin.
Good. I'm with you.
Great. Midnight Sun!
Yeah, not my best attempt at it. There we are.
Laura!
I feel like that power could have been useful a little earlier.
Thank you, Jin.
Well, we've got room for improvement.
Of what?
This fighting style. It magnifies our strength, sure, but it leaves us wide open. When the sword is in my hand, you're left defenseless.
What, you won't keep me safe?
Huh?
I'll keep you safe always.
I'll keep you safe, always. You still remember that?
I've thought about it. Every day for these 17 years.
That long,
I'll
huh?
never forget it. The day you set me free from a life of misery.
I see.
You seem awfully chipper for someone who just escaped a monster ambush. Alright, now we get to explore, huh? Okay, so, yep, gotta remind me of all that nonsense. Fair enough. Yep. Alrighty. So, relatively straight path then. Take a look around. Okay. Now I can just swap back and forth between you two freely. Fair enough, depending on who I want to be in the vanguard and the support to start with. Alrighty. See how this goes. What's chat up to? This is my least favorite DLC, not because of gameplay or story, but because of required side quests. Well, we'll see what that entails then. So, how much should I leave to New Game Plus? I think that's the next question. Let's see. Yep. Alright, let's move. See what I get attacked by on my way over.
Uh-oh. I think we've been spotted. I guess they had backup. Hawk and Storm!
And I guess it's gonna be a bit slow until I can get the art recharge.
Yeah! We've got Hawk and Storm!
I'm being attacked by 3 enemies, or was that just looking back around?
Yeah! We've got this!
Laura, let's switch.
Try this on
I will grow stronger still.
Dream Team
Try
confirmed!
harder. Zero blade.
There we are. Ooh, wonder what that was.
Take this!
Oh, you're giving him... Okay, so I'll slowly unlock the arts as I go then, huh? Alright then. Vanguard art acquired, huh? Wonder what I can see of that as of right now. Alright, so this is what we have to work with. Okay, so let's see. Already I can throw some weapon points into that. Okay, so how's that look for Jin? Since he's treated as a blade. Okay, so you have the usual courtships. Okay, so you have pretty much the same as everything else then, huh? Oh, and I can... Oh, that's useful. So, is there anything that I can toss over to you? Alright, so you just have that blazing brand. Wait, that allows... Hang on, why is there that elemental symbol next to it? Interesting. Alright, so a lot of the same mechanics, but it seems as if... I wonder if we'll be jumping back and forth between any other teams outside of just Jin and Laura. There's bound to be plenty as we meet people and whatnot. I'll be curious to see how that plays out. What else is chat up to? The game makes you do like 90% of the side quests. I think I remember hearing that somewhere. Fair enough. Let's see, there's no gacha in Torna at least. I'll take that at least.
We're doing well.
Yes, this should be
No cancel attack between arts yet, huh? Fair enough.
We're doing well.
excellent.
Take this.
Alright, let's switch it up.
Rest in peace.
I fight for my...
There we are. Okay, and it'll automatically switch back to whoever was the Vanguard then. At least to start off.
I think we've been
Cool.
spotted.
Alrighty then. That was Bringer of Chaos. I dropped my level to about where it probably should have been, or at least close to it, so that it would have some effect, and honestly, level had more of an outsized impact on efficacy than I expected. Although, just because it had an effect doesn't mean that doesn't mean that it's been necessarily challenging so far. Outside of the... Oh jeez, I just realized how much damage I'm taking. Outside of one of the boss fights, the one that you do right before you leave the Titan warship, I haven't encountered too much weirdness. Although I think there was some weirdness that I ran into on the on the ancient ship as well, but I can't quite recall too much more than that. So, thus far, Bringer of Chaos hasn't been that much of a difference in difficulty, but at the same time, I also have beefed up core chips and whatnot to work with, so I suspect that has an outsized influence on that. Oh, hello. Who might you be? Wait a minute.
What happened? Are you alone?
Oh.
Looks like the only survivor. These burn patterns don't look like Malice's handiwork. Must have been humans. Looting and pillaging while the world burns.
Hey, it's okay. Would you like to come with us? You don't have to worry, really. We're all good people. Promise.
Can you walk?
I mean, he's standing.
You can. Good going.
I feel like that would have worked better if they had him in a sitting position to
And
start,
Your
but...
family? Were they there with you? Should we go back and...
Mikhail.
Hmm?
My name is Mikhail.
Oh, right. I'm Laura. And he's...
I don't have a family. I was sold to this village from Estem. So I'm all alone.
I see. Right then. Starting today, we're going to be your new family. We'll take you back to our friends and...
You people? You're strangers. You don't have to pretend to care.
uh, You don't beat around the bush, do you?
Why would he?
He's gonna be a handful, this one.
Just a bit.
Though really, I was just the same once. Very well. Friends first then, not family. How's that sound?
Laura,
What's up?
I'll scout the area. Look after him.
Oh, of course. Be careful. And Jin.
I know.
Hide the core crystal? To be fair, he passed convincingly as a human throughout pretty much all of this. Indal? What are you showing us here?
What was that you said, Baldric?
The Sean capital of Omrantha has fallen. Or rather, it was annihilated. Praetor Redalis.
So it has come to pass after all.
Respectfully, you aren't much of an actor, Eminence. It appears you are not surprised at all. We heard disturbing rumors circling among the Magisters. Amalthus, whom you recently elevated to Quester? People wonder if this calamity has anything to do with that man's blade. With such extraordinary power, is it really wise to,
No matter whose power affected it, it is sure to serve the greater glory of Indal. The
Is it now?
architect will surely be pleased.
Eminence, do you believe it can be controlled?
If it cannot, I will let him take the blame. I have spoken. Thank you for your report, Magister Baldric. You may return to your duties.
Okay, so that's your involvement in it then, huh? Alrighty then. That was the first volley. Let's chat up to. Well, I've got time. Torna remixed the combat. Some people prefer how Torna does combat over the base game. Well, I'll have to play a bit more to get a sense for it, though already... Well, it's a neat deviation so far. I'll be curious to see how it ends up holding water... Well, I'll see if it passes muster once we get further along and have more to worry about, especially once they throw Mithra into play. Let's see, what else was chat up to? I beat Bringer of Chaos on just new game by also by cheesing Amalthus. Yeah, although you can't cheese every fight on that one. What else was chat up to? Look up Pinotka's design for Fire Emblem Fates and compare it to Laura's design. Yes, I am aware of the similarity. I haven't played Fates, but I'm similar enough from the Warriors spin-off. So, doesn't surprise me that they would have similar inspiration, though. Although, just different enough to probably matter anyway. I'd be curious to see which came first. This looks like a good spot to set up camp. Yeah, I'll start preparing the food. Oh wow, you're a star, Jin. What do you reckon you'll make? Let's see now. I should be able to get my hands on a few choice ingredients around here. If we can find some Tornan trout, deviled onions, and sour avocados, I could stew them together. You like trout straw, right? It's absolutely divine. You'll join us for a bite to eat, won't you, Mikhail? I guess. Perfect. Then let's set to work and hunt for those ingredients. All three of those things should be easy to come by around here. No need to travel off the beaten path. Alrighty then. Okay, so they're treating it as teams then. Alrighty. And then we've got Mikhail over on a corner there. So I guess Mikhail's just gonna follow us around? Ah yes, they gotta show collectibles. Believe they're even showing us what kind of collectible too. That's useful.
It's becoming addictive. we intrepid?
There we are. Let's see, how much more do we need? Corn and trout. Oh, there we are. So, what do I have control of? Alright, so we are in Torna then, huh? Do this as per usual, just so I can help keep track of things. Actually, hang on, I'm curious. What's the design that they're using for Torna's Titan? Seems almost like a dragon. Be very curious if that has any of
Aren't we intrepid?
impact on things. So we'll see. They're treating campsites as a mechanic as well. Alright, we'll see how this plays out. Right, we've got our ingredients. Fire's nice and toasty. I think we're all set for the night. Jin, would you mind making a start on the cooking? I'll get right to it. The blade's doing the cooking? Got a problem with that? Better Jin than me. If I were in charge, I'd probably end up losing a limb peeling the veggies. Wait, what? How? Would you be peeling with Jin's sword? It's not all one-sided, though. Laura has her own talents, like making charms. That I could never do. Right, we make up for each other's strengths and weaknesses. Blade our driver, no one has to shoulder all the burden. Okay, I'm going to make a start on the trout straw. It won't take long. I'm making up.
I know it'll be worth the wait.
Alright, so I already have a few ingredients that I can toss the boot. Okay, neat.
It's ready.
Alright, so that'll be something we can toss around. That didn't progress the story, did it? Find out. Probably should have seen to that after, but...
That village, I mean.
It is.
That blade, Malos. He didn't do that, did he?
The towns raised by the Aegis were completely obliterated. I plan to inform the mercenaries of this.
How could a person do something so awful?
Anyway, you should rest now. We should be able to meet up with Hayes tomorrow.
Oh, yes. I wonder if she's found any leads on Mother. I hope so, anyway.
I'll prepare food, then rest up.
Oh, that's kind of you. Thanks.
Hopefully I'll be able to see to the rest. Guess we'll find out. Probably just a cutscene I'm compelled to check out, but... Let's see what else I'm allowed. You know, I really can't think of anything better than waking up to Jin's cooking. Scrumptious. You scarf that down quick. 1 second. You're afraid of him. Mikhail, relax. He's not going to bite you. Don't let the whole moody thing fool you. He's genuinely concerned about you. Anything? Look, if there's anything you need, just tell us, alright? I'm fine, really. Okay, I hear you. Listen, I know Jin can seem a bit scary, but he's really very gentle. You'll get used to him. I just need to clean up here, then we can move out. Beltley can't be far now, can it? Where we're meeting up with Hayes. That's right. There's still a ways to go, but if we keep to the road, it won't take long. Alrighty then. Okay. So another way to get accessories then. Or perhaps the only way to get accessories so far as I know. Oh, I don't think the game knew what to do with that. Alright, can I see the other options now? Find out. Laura, about that battle earlier. I know, right? We were phenomenal. You're trying to do too much. Aw, what? I thought you were going to praise me. I'm only trying to draw out your full power, Jin. You know that. That's fine, and I appreciate it. What I'm saying is, please don't put yourself at risk, Laura. We haven't been together a long time, haven't we? We've been together a long time, haven't we, Jin? Ever since I touched your core crystal as a little girl, and we became bonded forever as driver and blade. Yeah. It's a bond closer than blood, I think. That's part of the reason why I want to help you too, see you grow, and be there for you. That's beautiful, Laura, but you're a driver, and I'm a blade. Blades protect their drivers in a fight. It's the natural order of things. Especially since we don't need to worry about being wounded, as long as the core crystal stays intact. While I, on the other hand, am just a human. When a driver dies, their blades return to their cores. That's why you want me to be more careful, right? Exactly. Right, I get it. Well, it's not like I want to make you anxious in the middle of a fight. Okay, I promise not to overdo it, and if things start looking bad, I'll be sure to switch out for you. That would be great. Thanks. I'm counting on you then. You know I'd never let you down. Alrighty then. Oh, there's more. I really hope we'll be able to join up with Hayes soon. It isn't far to Feltley now. In fact, we should be there in no time as long as we stick to the path. I wonder what Hayes will think of Mikhail when she sees him. It'll be interesting, that's for sure. Don't worry, Mikhail. Hayes is one of the loveliest peoples I've ever met. I'll be fine. Will you now? Alright, so...
Now, let me see.
Alright, so that's where the other collectibles end up being used. Okay, it has the same effect as any other pouch item then, huh? Alright then. Alright, now that we've seen to that, let's carry on our way.
This is becoming addictive.
Wonder if they made the collectible spots a little more consistent. I guess we'll find out. Ooh.
The suspense is killing me.
Alrighty then.
Aren't we intrepid?
Alrighty. Hello? Cloud Sea right there? Nope. That was just meant to look pretty, I guess.
Addictive.
Oh. Ah, yes. So, gotta introduce field skills as well. Okay.
With all my might.
See? I knew you could do it.
And away we go. Oop, there's something down there.
Aren't we intrepid?
There we are.
Standing for a fight. Happy to oblige. Path of thorns! You read my mind.
Laura, let's switch.
I like the way this is going.
Easy pickings. There we are. Interesting. Alrighty then.
You're coming with me, treasure.
There we are. Ooh. Core chip. Let's take a look. Alright. Modest improvement. I'll take it. There we are. Just gotta get back up. Now, let's see what lies this way. Let's see. Thoughts on the base game's ending?
We
I
made
mean,
it.
Thinking on things, I think everything makes sense, although it'll take a while before well, I suspect I want to run through it on New Game Plus to make sure that everything does line up, because I do wonder why Jin didn't have more, well, Jin didn't act at all during the fight with Pyra, well, between Pyra and Malos. Otherwise. Alrighty, so unique monsters, reminding me of those. Okay.
This is becoming addictive.
Alright, so there's the unique. Definitely not at a level that I can take that one
Aren't we
on.
intrepid?
Oh, hello.
Spotted.
That would appear so.
I feel you.
Yeah, we got this.
Laura, let's switch.
Alrighty.
Snow blast.
Take this.
Chill stroke. Hail strike.
Not quite enough to take you down, huh?
Ha! I concur.
Alright, we'll blast through this real quick.
Back into the fray.
Alright, that knocks one of them out, so we should be able to handle the rest easily enough.
Now that's more like break. I can still improve.
Excellent.
I have to.
Very nice. Ooh. Another art, huh? Cool. Alrighty. Actually, anything I can improve here? Alright, spinning wheel. Ooh, aggro reduction. I guess they have you as the attacker then.
Watch for this one later.
Okay, interesting. So they've got... Alright, so they're treating rear guard and vanguard as different arts entirely. Interesting.
It takes time and effort to get this good.
Well, plenty to look at then, I suppose.
Tempered by discipline.
Alrighty.
Tempered by discipline.
Off we go then. Now. So that's the way they want me to go.
Aren't we intrepid?
Let's make sure to hit the collectible points as we go. They want me to get up there. Oh!
I think we've been spotted.
Well, first they want me to deal with this guy, apparently. There we are.
My senses are heightened.
You read my mind. Spinning wheel. Break. I like the way this is going.
Oh, nice!
Yes, this should be like chill stroke.
Best of luck.
Snow blast.
Try this on for size.
Alrighty then. Grab these while we got a chance.
Right?
Yes,
Star slash.
There we are. Ooh, I've almost got a level 3.
perfect sync.
Chill stroke.
Oh, should have waited to get the level 4 back out.
Scout.
There we are.
Take this.
Snow blast.
Take that, sucker. Alright, so there's that bridge over there that I probably need to access. So let's start with that. Ooh, treasure trove.
You're coming with me, treasure.
There we are. Now. What might be this way? Ooh, that looks... What's that over there? Dawning slate
Spawning
piece.
for a fight.
I wonder what that'll
Happy to
entail.
oblige.
Well, at least you can immediately kill aggro by climbing on that.
We made it. Good stuff.
Doesn't seem so bad.
This is becoming addictive.
Becoming?
Aren't we intrepid?
There we are. Alrighty, let's see what I run into next. Kinda surprised that one didn't aggro on me. Hey. Already throwing level 8 monsters at me, huh? Honestly, kinda surprised those caterpillars didn't aggro.
Looks like Hayes isn't here yet.
Unless... What do you see?
What the?
Malos?
This should be the village of Feltley.
It's almost like glass. Rumor among the mercs says that's the hallmark of the Aegis.
But why would he do this?
Look out!
Oh boy.
It's nothing. Let's go.
No pressure. I get the feeling we're not supposed to win this fight, though.
Ready to put another win under our belts?
Stay with the flow of battle.
Alright. There we are.
For my bonds.
With how they're handling HP, it looks like they want me to switch between people pretty frequently. See how it ends up working out. If only to make sure that I'm constantly bringing more stuff into play.
For my bonds.
Alright, let's get the level 4 in here.
I need your help there, Jin.
Good. I'm with you.
Astounding!
There we are.
Midnight Sun! Don't overdo it.
I'm fine. Just fine.
Oh dear, I just realized how low health we are.
You need healing.
I'm not.
There's a lot of things I need. Oh jeez, that actually took me down.
We'll avenge ourselves next time.
Aren't we? We can take them on a bit.
Alright then. I get the feeling I needed to go for more of the health pots I was dropping. Actually, hang on. If I have anything that I can throw into the pouch right now.
You knew I'd like this, didn't you?
Well, that's something. Let's see. Ether damage reduction? That should help a little bit.
I'm coming along in leaps and bounds.
Let's see. What else can I toss in? Oh, that's the weapon slot. Okay, that's why. Alright. Then you have ox cores as the other option. Okay.
Half the battle is living to fight another day.
It requires less trust to build that up to level 5 than it does for a base game's blade. Well, one of the rarer ones anyway. Okay. Now that I've had a chance to look at that, let's give it another crack. Well, let's take another crack at it.
This is becoming addictive.
Should be relatively easy pickings. Oh, what's this? Crimson Slate piece, huh? Alrighty. Get in this one's face, then activate.
Heads up, people!
Stay with the flow of battle. Never again.
There we are. Vulnerable to light damage specifically.
Can't just leave it there.
There we are.
Come on!
Away.
Come on!
Alright, real quick, grab this.
Away.
There we are.
For my bonds. If I must. If I must. Away.
Alright.
I need your help here, Jin.
Good. I'm with you.
Okay, then drop this.
Astounding!
And then to make sure I can keep alive, inflict this.
Now the real battle begins.
Alright, that topples and gets... Alright, between that and health pots. There we go. That's how I'm supposed to play it. There we go.
This is no normal monster.
You think?
Not an Ardanian Titan weapon either.
Maybe it's Malice's.
Get down, you two!
Ithra?
Holy...
That was a close one.
Looks like Malos's artificers are still roaming around.
So it was.
Hey. Wait a minute.
So we get a face to you now, huh?
The emblem of Torna.
You are Jin, right? Wow, I can't believe it. I came all the way out here, and who do I say but the paragon of Torna and his driver? You're so young. That core crystal was stolen 17 years ago. Quite a feat to pull off that heist at that age.
Are you going to arrest us? Execute us?
I don't know yet. I did just save you after all.
Oh, how magnanimous.
Laura, there's no point in talking.
And what might this be?
Have it your way.
Is this really the time to be fighting like this? Then again, we don't know what Adam's plan is
Ready
yet.
to put another win
That
under
tale
our
is going to
belts?
be the death of me one day.
With the flow of battle.
Why do I get voting?
Actually, Mithra's taking a decent amount of damage, so... I guess win from a gameplay perspective isn't necessarily the same, to be fair.
Now my arms are a lifesaver. Let's heal. Remember, you brought this on yourself.
For my boss.
There we are.
For my boss.
There we are.
Wait just a minute.
Okay. Ooh. You've been letting us level up very quickly. There we are. Didn't even have time for a level 4.
The hell are these two? They're just a driver and blade. Where's this strength coming from?
Well, he is the paragon of Torna.
I've had enough.
What? No. There's no need for you to...
Well... If there's having to take it seriously if she's having to summon that power. Especially if she's not going to be shy about it.
You!
What?
Incredible! You! Both of you!
Huh?
That last attack, the force behind it was absurd. I'm amazed.
Oh, really? Well, that's just...
Oh, and passing the weapon. What a concept. How did you ever come up with that idea?
Huh?
Oh, well... We were broke.
Huh?
Oh?
We couldn't afford meals, let alone another sword. And so we made do.
Wait, so the idea of passing the blade was just a matter of... Huh. Interesting.
You're kidding. Oh man, you guys are the best. I haven't laughed this hard in ages.
Huh?
I really, really like you two.
Master
Wait.
Adam! Sir!
Milton!
A Gormani. Well, a Gormani?
Oh, thank goodness you're all right. Master Adam, are you hurt at all? Master Adam? You can't be the Adam Origo.
The Lord of Aletta, and fourth in line to the throne of Torna.
Oh, come on, Milton. I've been with him the whole time. You really think these two would cause any harm?
You've been using your dumb artifice again, haven't you? Dumb? So yeah, sure, nothing to worry about, right?
Milton? Who's this then?
Ah, this is Hayes. She rescued me from the jaws of some nasty monsters.
Well, I'd better give her my thanks.
Hayes!
Oh, was she with you?
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, my lady.
Alrighty then. Meanwhile, with time for introductions, and time to shift to night apparently.
I see. So that's when... What a sad, sad tale, Laura.
Oh, here we go again.
Really? Well, to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised that Adam's a softie, but
Don't let
still.
it get cold now.
So then, how come you've enlisted with a band of mercenaries?
I guess I like the freedom. This way I'm not tied down. So I can help out. With causes I really believe in, you know? Going's tough everywhere you look these days, right? I can't ignore it, can I?
I understand.
Fat load of good that'll do, in the long run. The world keeps turning anyway.
You might think that. But mercenaries and statesmen each have their own views and ways to effect change. It's not in vain.
A blade siding with humans. You don't see that every day.
I think it's blades like you that are rare.
Well, duh. You do know what I am, right?
Lacking in compassion.
Ha! Wow.
Blades like you really are a rare sight. That may be for the best.
I mean, if you're gonna act like that, you can't be surprised when you get
about
guff.
Jin, I suppose you have to take him away from me.
I could try to slay you right here.
But
But my mission is to stop the Aegis's destruction. To subdue Malos, not to seek out lost trinkets. Who cares about paragons anyway?
huh?
How about you two join up? Lend us your strength. You're incredibly powerful. There's loads I want to pick up from you, like that trick from before. Let's see. We'll say I found the paragon on my journey and decided to entrust him to you. To help with Malos. Well, sound plausible?
That's just...
Guess you got to create some plausible deniability given that there will be questions if Jin truly is that important. So I guess that makes Jin Well, I guess that explains why Jin would be considered on the same level as someone like Bridget. Could probably be considered what? I guess in this instance, Paragon of Morardain.
How dare he speak to me like that? He thinks he knows me.
Course is the word.
Yeah, he is.
I meant you.
Me?
He meant you're unpolished. After you return to your core, you lose your memories. However, as you gain experience with people, gradually the nature of a blade, rather their feelings, they change and grow. You become more and more human.
Is that what Jin was latching
But
onto?
you purposely keep yourself apart.
Oh, so now it's my fault?
Yes.
No, not at all. I respect that part of you.
Um,
Hmm.
Hey, are you angry about this whole Malos thing?
I'm not.
Why would he be angry specifically?
Whatever happens, I'll protect you. Be sure of it. We cannot simply ignore what's happening in the world. But
what?
please say you'll be careful.
I will.
I'd be curious to know how she ended up with Hayes. Don't know if I'll necessarily get a straight answer yet, or for a while anyway.
Your Highness,
Just Adam is fine. What is it?
the going after Malos thing, could it wait a few days?
Oh, is there something you need to do first?
Well, yes.
You see, Lady Laura seeks the whereabouts of her mother. Unfortunately, she has her mercenary duties to perform. Therefore, I often go out and conduct these searches myself.
I see.
Ah.
Then you found her?
Yes. With all that happened yesterday, I did not have the opportunity to say. My lady, your mother is currently residing in a small hamlet called Torrigoth.
Torrigoth.
That's on the edge of Gormott. Ardanian and Cian forces clash out there frequently. It's very dangerous.
Indeed.
Right. No time to waste. Let us head out there.
What? But what about your mission?
You don't want to see your mother?
That's not the question.
Of course, but
Then let's go. Malos hasn't hit that part of the world yet. It's as good a place as any to look.
you're hoping we might find him there.
Exactly.
That sounds too easy.
Agreed.
We go to the village of Torrigoth to find Malos. And you go to Torrigoth to find your mother. Everybody wins.
And once I found my mother, I join up with you?
That's the general idea. I'll send my people to notify your mercenary friends. And perhaps we could find a place for your mother in the capital. It should be safe there.
Until it isn't,
It's
but never
normal
mind that.
princely behavior.
You think this is bad? Just stick around for a bit.
Nobody's like making you come along, you know.
Unfortunately, a driver and blade are one in body and soul.
As if you don't do whatever you feel like anyway.
I know this is all very sudden.
Agreed.
Still, we don't know where we'll run into Malos next. It makes sense to stick together, as much as we can.
And who might you be?
Isn't that...
Who might you be? Really?
No mistaking it. That's the blade. And that little brat, too.
Okay, that's way too convenient. Hang on, what's that?
It's Blue Fist.
How's that work?
The whole village was wiped out. Found myself some great cool crystals, eh? And I found something else too, something real interesting.
Where did the mask come from, I wonder? Was that a... I'm trying to remember if that was a part of you when you first... well, came into the world.
Uh-huh. Give me some time to take care of this, okay? I'll be in touch.
See how that plays out. It looks like a more common blade, though. Closer to a Geon than a rarer blade.
Never thought I'd get to take back that paragon. What I stole in the first place.
That accent. Are you Orion? Guess we'll see. It's really nice to have some more company around here. Really makes fighting a breeze, too. Well, yeah, what did you expect? The monsters around here don't stand a chance against me. Your powers are on a completely different level, true. But that's not what Lola was trying to say, Aegis. Laura doesn't think of blades as mere tools of their drivers. To her, they're partners in arms. Am I right? Exactly. When I said we had more company, I was talking about all three of you. I don't care whether you're a blade or a driver. I'm just happy that we get to share our time together. Okay then. That's a pretty weird way of thinking if you ask me. You think so? Should we perhaps be on our way to Yanchik Harbor now? If we keep to the road, it should take us straight there. The regular boat from Yanchik to Gormont, is it? As far as I know, it's still running. We should probably hurry all the same. And my British is turning into Australian, great. This always happens for some reason. Alrighty, so we have Adam as a separate team now. Oh, interesting. So I wonder how... I wonder how things will end up working with Laura. Okay, now that Hayes has rejoined your party, you'll be able to blade switch. When a team contains 2 blades, performing a blade switch while exploring or in battle lets you select which of the blades will participate in the action. You can perform a blade switch by hitting that button. In battle, the technique comes with a cooldown timer, so you won't be able to use it in quick succession. Okay. By combining Vanguard switching and blade switching, you can choose the battle participants to suit your playstyle or as the situation requires. Okay, so Laura will be a consistent fixture, but I can jump between Jin and Hayes as necessary. Makes sense? Alright, we'll see how that ends up working out. So, what do you have for efficacy? Okay. Manipulate Ether and Keen Eye, huh? What's this one? Forestry. Alright. And then what's Mithra have to work with? Looks like similar things, but not quite the same abilities by the looks of it. Looks like it'll take a while to get further along. So Hayes is considered a healer then, huh? Interesting that they're not using the distinction there. Alright, let's take a look. So, increase damage dealt by 25%, increase... Alrighty then. We'll see how that ends up working out. So what kind of nonsense can I give to... Alright, so Adam. Alright, actually I can do a little bit here. Let's see... Yeah, agility's always useful.
More to add to my repertoire.
Okay. Let's see, what do you have as abilities? Let's see. This looks like it's just straight up... Oh wait, that's a launch ability. Then it's a blowdown. And a straight on attack. Interesting. What about your rear guard arts? Okay, so just straight up damage and with knockback. Alright. Aggro reduction. Damage dealt to toppled enemies. Okay, so... You're less a matter of setting up topple, but you'll happily take advantage of it if I can set it up between Jin and Lola. Or Laura? Laura. Why did I think of Lola? Oh well.
This one's second nature to me now. I can keep on going, especially at this rate. I can keep on going, especially at this rate.
Alright, that'll have to suffice. Now, is there anything I can give to Mithra for the moment? Alright, a little bit. So... Oh, right, some of... Oh, that's where these went. Okay, that's useful. Oh, wait a minute, that's something separate to before. Talent art. When becoming capacitated in battle, evade a fixed number of subsequent enemy attacks. Interesting. Okay, that's where they went. I was wondering why I didn't see these three when looking at other stuff. Okay, neat. So that's why I didn't see it when I was looking at your blade arts. Okay, cool. And so let's see, we've got... Looks like most of it is just purely... Yeah, it's purely damage, purely damage, purely damage.
No one is hurting my friends. No one is hurting my friends.
Okay, and then critical hit rate, knockback, and then who starts recharge from auto attack. Okay. What do you have? Okay, so you've got the healing ability. So Wind of Healing, Swift Gale, so healing. So that's just standard heal move. And restores 10% HP of damage dealt when an arc connects. Interesting. So, I guess, is that just for that attack or something more? Curious that. Well,
I knew the practice would pay off.
let's at least see to that. Do I get anything more from that? So the switch art. Ah, right. So just a bit of extra damage plus the... That's a bit of a smash effect. Okay, cool. Cancels debuffs from enemies. That's always useful. Long recharge time on these, but then again, they're meant to be Vanguard more so than anything else. I guess they have to balance it out somehow. Alrighty. This should be fascinating. Nameless Wander Pond. Me as Nameless Wanderer, travel through high and dry and low and wet and cold and also warm places. Life of traveler is a lonely one, so is much relief when there is chance of talk with other pond. It's such relief talking to friends, must reward somehow. Here, take this ox core me found lying in nearby lake. It's just fancy paperweight for non-driver, so not much use keeping. Happy to give away. Me thinking it should be just right for Blade who really into smashing and brawling. Already handing me that, huh? To be fair, certainly has its uses. Is it worth tossing onto Mithra then? Well, what's the effect? Boosts critical hit rate? Honestly, it might make more sense to give that to Jin, given the circumstances. Also, this gives the... Well, I'm trying to remember, does that also change up your appearance? Or am I just misremembering that? Come on, let me zoom in on you. Let's see, what was the button for that? There we are. Yep, it gave you your Smash Bros. Outfit. Either way. Might be worth it, honestly. Just for the extra crit rate. Although, is that the best one I can put on? I don't know. You know what? Slight difference because based on what they did for Smash Bros, but otherwise. Now, can I get anything interesting from this? Oh, all of you can get something. So, what do you get?
Stitch by stitch. And careful now.
Alright. Special recharge, plus a few extra stuff for talismans. What does Adam have? Okay. Replica artifact, huh. These look more specialized. Although... Interesting. So, in this case, I wonder if this would be more... Well, are these more passive buffs to or accessories? Probably more likely to be accessories. Then Mithra gets more cooking. Ooh, art recharge. Okay. Definitely find the materials for this whenever I get a chance. Kind of wish I could tag the specific materials to look for.
Don't spoil your appetite before I'm done.
And then if I need more of these for reduced ether damage, okay. Ooh, art recharge there.
Just taste it. Don't spoil your appetite before... Just taste it.
Alrighty, before I see to anything else. So they're just passive effects? Fair enough. So Adam and Redacted are key items. I wonder who Redacted's gonna be. Lady Laura, your mother is safe and sound at Torgoth Village. That's at the Gormonti border, I believe. That's right. We can make our way via the ferry from Yantic Harbor. Then I guess we need to stop chewing the fat and head out to Gormont. Alright, so you're just gonna be straight into the point with that, huh? Yeah, that should be fine. All future characters are gonna be marked as redacted. That's fair. Guess we'll look around a little bit before we head out. Why is that point...
This is becoming addictive.
Why is this collection point glowing yellow, I wonder? Curious, that.
Aren't we intrepid?
Alright then.
This is becoming
What's
addictive.
that over there? Anything special? Large old machine, huh? Nothing for us here now. Which probably means there will be a Blade or some other character who may have knowledge of it.
Aren't we intrepid?
Alrighty, that should suffice. Alright, let's move. Let's see how much I can focus on just the main story here. What's this? It's some kind of weird mist? Must be an ether miasma. We should do something about this before it ends up blocking the way to the harbor. This wasn't here when I passed through before. It does seem to have sprung up fairly recently. Bother, this is the only way through to the harbor where the ships depart. And there are monsters too. Maybe the miasma attracted them somehow? Indeed, we should handle this before more of them show up. Just let me at that miasma. I'll blast it in the next week. Yes, and everything in a quarter-mile radius while you're at it. What's the problem? Miasma is in the way, Mithra burns miasma no longer in the way. Done. Mithra, the power you wield is undeniable. But all it takes is the slightest misjudgment and we end up being no better than Malos. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I think Hayes' power should be able to disperse it too. Oh really? That would be very handy. Yes, I just need a moment of concentration. Do you think you could take care of the monsters for me? Say no more. Mithra, you're up. This seems like a ridiculously overcomplicated way to deal with things, but my driver's wish is my command. That'll do. Let's go. Alrighty then, let's rough them up.
We never turn a blind eye to people in need.
Alrighty.
I think we've been spotted.
Just maybe. Yep. Yep. Oh. Ah, okay, so the talent art's something I have to proc then, huh? Good to know.
Never again.
You're a lifesaver.
I'll protect you.
You're a lifesaver.
Alrighty. Already using that, huh?
Fight for my friends.
Nice and easy. All done. Now it's Hayes' turn to shine. Not so fast. That wasn't all the monsters. The miasma has attracted more. We can't do our thing until they're all dealt with. Ugh, well that's lame. Lame it may be, but we can't give up now. Alrighty then.
Spoiling for a fight. Happy to oblige.
Alright, so I can bring that back in. Let's see. As immediately if I so desire. There we are. Luckily, easy pickings. Gotta show us the concept without challenging us too much. We done yet? Seems like it. Hayes, if you would. Right away. Alrighty. Huh. Okay, so the ether miasmas are going to be more common and have collectible points hidden underneath them, huh?
The ether bends as I will it.
Alrighty then. The ether miasma's gone. Look, over there. There's so much ether around here. We're bound to find some nice stuff if we look around. Ah, so the abundance of ether must have been what made the miasma form in the first place. Indeed. Well, if we run into any more miasmas, I trust you'll do the honors, Hayes. Of course. Leave it to me. I'm so glad you're with us. Otherwise, I'd be forced to rely on that loose cannon Mithra, right? No, that's not what I meant. You've always been my only blade, so you don't have any experience of working together with other blades. That's my fault, but I'm sure that by traveling with Hayes and Jin, you'll learn a lot about your own power. And that's a good thing, right? Way to lay expectations on me. I'll give this cooperation thing a go, but I'm not making any promises about learning anything from it. Yeah.
One less problem in the world.
Aren't we intrepid?
Alrighty then. Alright, let's press ahead. Did I get anything else? Actually, I haven't checked Affinity in a little bit. And again, there hasn't been much to check.
Aren't we intrepid?
There we are. Shut up, too. Have you seen the port comparison video I sent you about Xenoblade 1? I haven't made it a priority to check that out yet, as I've got other things to worry about before I review the first game. Also, notice the difference between base game Mithra and Torna Mithra? You don't need to be so explicit about it. If I don't figure it out, I've got bigger problems. Hey, are you drivers? Then you've come just in time. You passed that bridge coming here, right? I was headed for the Harad Hills that lie beyond, but then... Well, then some monsters came and settled there, and now we've got a problem. Please, would you defeat them for me? The dunes are the only place where you can find sand of that color and composition. If I don't make the delivery in time, my father will surely get physical. Ugh, the less said of that, the better. I hope you deal with them soon. I'll be waiting at the Feltley Village campsite. Alrighty then. That's random. Oh, there's my thoughts on that. Are we gonna do anything about it? Personally, I do feel that ensuring Laura's happy reunion with her mother is our top priority, of course. But abandoning a person in need doesn't quite sit well with me either. If we extend a helping hand, we may receive assistance in return somewhere down the line. Yeah. It really is a conundrum. It's your choice, Laura. Yeah, we're with you whatever you decide. Thanks, guys. Let me think a while. Alright, so how much should I worry about quests in this first run? How much should I worry about quests in this first run? Because, actually, you know what? Easy way to find out, I can... well... how much should I look at what I preserve from New Game Plus? Bit of a dangerous game I play, but let's see. Let's see, Bringer of Chaos carries, well, is unlocked. Doesn't it seem as if that much has changed relative to... well, doesn't seem like that much has changed as relative to what I ran into with... I wonder... although, there were a few things added with New Game Plus, but, well, in the base game. Is it worth going through a New Game Plus? Actually, no, with Bringer of Chaos it probably is. Is it worth doing the quests, though? Oh, you've got a similar affinity system, huh? Alrighty then. Let's see, there are 2 side quest barriers when there's to get community to level 2 and the other at level 4. Okay, so how high does community level have to be in order to complete the base game? I guess this acts as our quest screen as well. Well, okay. Basic question. Should I attend to the side quests? That's probably the most basic question that can be asked at this point. And probably should be asked, given the circumstances.
Aren't we intrepid?
Actually, wasn't there a discussion earlier that... the game makes you do 90% of the side quests, or something like that? Well. Well, I suppose we can always just do the first one to get a sense for things. Do I have a... is it worth trying to get a... Is it worth trying to... actually... So the campsites aren't treated as landmarks. Is it worth it to get a landmark up here real quick? Let's see, level 5 is the max for community. Well, worst case scenario, I suppose it reduces the amount I have to put into Let's Play content later.
That was a nice change of pace.
Assuming I remember.
Tell me why we're here again?
This is becoming addictive.
Alrighty. We'll at least go through this side quest and we can figure out how much to worry about side quests later. I see now. They're doing a grand job of blocking the way, aren't they? Some people just don't know when to cut their losses and quit, I guess. That's funny, coming from you. I'm starting to feel for the monsters. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Lady Laura, should we intervene? Nah. They're just each saying what they're thinking, and that's no easy thing. Sure, they might butt heads sometimes. That doesn't mean they'll kill each other, right? Who the hell do you think you are? Good line. Why don't you look in the mirror and ask yourself that? Ugh, I hate this guy's guts. Friendly banter between comrades is music to my ears. Yeah, that's what's happening. I'm sure that together we can go far. Suddenly that heart-to-heart between Mithra and Bridget doesn't seem outlandish anymore. Looks like they want to join the party. In that case, why don't we give them a warm welcome? Off we go.
Spoiling for a fight. Happy to oblige.
Alright, let's see what we got. Okay. Wait, when did you join the party? Hello. Alrighty. Probably good thing I brought out the healing blade. Alright, so you recover a little bit, but not too much.
I can feel your power from here. I'll give you a hand.
There we are. There we are.
Great.
Hey, was that Jin who just popped out all of a sudden?
What do you do when the going gets tough?
Well, I suppose I start thinking about the people dearest to me.
Loved ones, huh? Solid plan.
Right. And after that, it's hard not to end up grinning like an idiot.
I kind of wish I had caught all of that, but either way.
This is becoming addictive.
Let's see, where's the closest landmark? Ah, this is the closest landmark. Alright, let's get moving. Let's see. They make you do most of the side quests so that when Torna falls you feel worse. So, by the sounds of it then, there's going to be a hard barrier as far as, well, when the quests all occur. Alrighty then. We'll see how that plays out. Oh, you got rid of them? Drivers sure have some skills. Thanks a bunch. Simple manual labor my arse. Nothing simple about this, you codger. Oh, and still, I've gotta hurry if I don't want to get fed a knuckle sandwich. Here, I've not got much to offer, but take this with my thanks. We work as gardeners in the capital, my dad and me. If you're ever in the area, come say hi. Righto then. How much sand did he say we needed again? I'll remember along the way, I'm sure. Alrighty then.
Well, this is awkward.
Yeah, they make you do most of the side quests, so when Torna falls you feel worse about it. Sounds about right.
How about next time you help yourselves?
Welp. Alright, that should suffice. Now, let's take a look at what we collected from that. Ooh, affinity reward gain.
Knowledge is power.
Looks like you're getting the hang of me.
Alright. I wonder how much I'll have to explicitly focus on those. I guess we'll find out before too long. Alright, so you don't prefer those, but that's alright. That should do for now until I can get something a bit different. That should help.
Watch for this one later.
Alrighty. Let's see, now I just have to see to the main quest.
This is becoming addictive.
Be very curious to see what happens first. Will I be able to get up to Chapter 7 in the New Game Plus stuff, or will I finish Torna first? That'll be the question. And only confining this to stream night, after all. Torna stuff, anyway. See how it goes. Who might you be? Alright, Mork.
Well,
Nonsense
here we
there.
are.
I say we rest a bit.
The suspense is killing me.
Ooh. Port chips. Let's take a look. Red pollen orbs. Okay. See what I can get with that. Slight improvements, I'll take it. What about you, Mithra? Okay, you already have that. Alright, nothing changes for Mithra then. So be it. Here we are. Yanchik Harbor, isn't it? That's correct. I requested that they wait specifically for Lady Laura before they depart. Oh, nice one. Good thinking, Hayes. Looks like getting our ride to Gormott will be no trouble at all. Come on, let's go and have a chat with the captain. Alrighty. Alright. I've been using pouch items. Yep. So all stuff we're familiar with as of right now. Alrighty then, I'll have to check on those. And you know what, just to reduce how much I have to go through New Game Plus, let's talk to people. Damn it! I'm out of items for my pouch. Ah. Tutorial stuff. Oh yeah, and they also gotta say, hey, this person exists. That could take a while. Meh? You those drivers? Very impressive. Dolala came all the way to Torna just to be driver. Think power of blades very glamorous. There's some places that only drivers can get by using power of blades. Want to get own blades so Dolala can visit all kinds of different places. You can turn off the community notifications? Yeah, I feel like that's gonna get annoying after a while. Okay, so that's something I can check if I need the tutorial prompts again. There we are.
You're coming with me, treasure.
There we are. Or red pollen
You're
orbs.
coming with me, treasure.
This is gonna end well. Ooh. You all off to Gormont then? Before you head out, you should check out all the glowy whiter spots. Alright, more tutorial stuff. Kinda wish they had kept some of the Torna improvements for the base game, such as marking what a collectible spot is considered. Oh, what might this be? Rusty slate peaks. Wonder what those slates are for. Are you tourists? No, not from the looks of you. You adventurers are drivers, right? Well then, hope you're ready to hear yeah. Anything interesting in the caves before I head out? Nothing I can get through yet. Alright, we'll have to see. Check every green barrel? Yep.
The suspense is killing me.
Oh, friends. Our friends may be intrepid team of fearless blades and drivers? Roly Poly is also driver. Eh? What you mean, cool story? It's truth. Roly Poly veteran of many battle. Now about to start new job. It'd sound like super duper mega faff, so roly-poly look on lookout for allies. Meh. Friends look competent, but roly-poly know better than to trust appearance. We'll give friends test. As for specific of tests, yes! Roly-poly just have most excellent brainwave. Want to see friends topple 5 enemies using driver combo technique. Any foe will do, roly-poly not picky. Friend know how topple work, yes? First use driver art to inflict break, yep. It's simple, no? Do break then to topple. Repeat 5 times and pass test. And then when ready, not forget to come see roly-poly and give good news. Alright, something to worry about as we go.
We cannot turn them away.
Should be something we can work on as we go. Yep. I've already seen that with Jin, so I'll have to switch this back, but that's easy enough. Hey, I'm Isabella, don't you know? I'm something of an adventurer around these parts. Say, do you know about the Barney Stones? Long ago, a famed adventurer called Blue Barney went adventuring for treasure and all rest. But during his travels in Torna, he collected so much loot he couldn't carry it all. Oh, wait a minute. If you're saying don't you know, this is supposed to be Irish, isn't it? Now that I think of it, we haven't seen an Irish accent, have we? Can I even do an Irish accent? I feel like it'll turn into Scottish, but we'll try it. But during his travels to Torna, he collected so much loot he couldn't carry it all. So he decided to seal it up inside big rocks and get monsters to guard it to make sure it didn't get stolen. He thought he'd achieve his loot when he next made it out of Torna, you see. But he never got the chance. And so the Barney Stones remained untouched to this day. Okay, I feel like I'm just doing a low-key Scottish accent, but still, it's subtle differences. Top of the morning, laddie. Okay. Barney might have been a bit useless and a good-for-nothing, but it makes for an interesting tale, right? Sure. So you agree? I'm glad to have met a like-minded soul. Then I've got another tale for you. I've heard there's a Barney Stone somewhere in the nearby Harrod Hills. So I might have a go at finding it myself, but so far no luck. Now I'm thinking I might just pack up and head back to the capital. But you might look like you might be able to find it. When you do find it, you're supposed to hold your hands up and chant Barney's the man 3 times. This feels like a trap. Yeah, I know. I think it's nuts too. You've got to say the words to break the seal, but you can probably just mutter it under your breath. Oh, and you'll have to take care of all the monsters that show up after you break the seal. If you can manage that, Barney's hidden loot will be all yours and it'll finally re-enter circulation. On the off chance you do manage to get the treasure, let me know. I'm sure it'll be an excellent tale you'll have to tell me. Until then, I suppose.
I'm certain it'll be worth it in the long run.
So you grab side quests as you see them, it'll help later? Alrighty. Doesn't necessarily mean I have to do them immediately though, so hopefully that'll work out in my favor. At least I can see the quest log through here as well. Set this as the active quest real quick. I'm curious where this is located. Just back in there, huh? Okay, now I'm kind of curious.
That was a nice change of pace.
Alright,
This is
am I
becoming
new here again?
Because I feel like being here, Mithra. What other reason do we need? Because video game needs to happen.
Oh. I think we
Yeah, alright. Actually, if I'm trying to inflict topple, I may as well be more explicit about it. As in, don't try and kill it too quickly. There we are. There's one topple. There we are. Now, what might be this? That looks fancy. That's the Barney Stone. Alrighty. Feature that's unique to Torna, huh? Fight him some monsters, but if you can manage it, you get some hidden treasure. Alrighty then. Step 1, let's go for the treasure I know is here.
This is becoming addictive. Spoiling for a fight.
Alright, let's see how dangerous this ends up being. There we are. Ooh, what's that it dropped? Ooh, fancy. Probably just a monster part, but still. Was that foresight that kicked in? There we are. So far, it hasn't been too dangerous. You've been close enough. Come on, hit it. There we are. Oh, one last major enemy, huh? Alright, let's get him. Bam. Nice.
You're coming with me, treasure.
Secret flag blueprint, huh? Yeah. Allegedly, I can speak. New recipe acquired. I'll have to stop by a campsite and see how that looks. Later, though. Check out otherworldly challenges in the challenge mode next chance you get.
Alright, remind me why we're here again?
Let's see. Is the Xenoblade X cameo? Oh. Hang on, did I miss something before then? Alright, just... So, apart from criticizing how I pronounce Nopon, I don't really care too much. So, I do know that there is... I think you had mentioned a Xenoblade X cameo. Are you mentioning... Do you mean the challenge mode in the base game? I'll run into that eventually. Wasn't planning on attending to the challenge mode or much of Tiger until I had gotten the mercenaries back for the base game, but we'll see how that goes. Let's see... Thoughts on the Nopon despite how cute they are, even though they can be drug lords? Honestly, the way they speak grates on me, but other than that, they're there, they exist. I find them a bit annoying, but never mind me. Ever seen any of the Pokemon movies? I've seen a few of them. The only one I have a strong recollection of is the first one. I think I've seen the second one relatively recently, out of just curiosity. Apart from that, I only have vague recollections of a few that I did see. I think it was with... Let's see, I saw the one with Entei, Celebi. Pretty sure Deoxys was another one I saw. I can't remember too much about the exact details, though. Huh? You haven't actually gone and found it, have you? The Binary Stone? And the treasure? Then tell me all the juicy details! I knew you had it in you. Didn't I say it? So what do you think? You think you'll become adventurers now and make a killing? There's a legend about a stash of buried gold in Torna's vast desert. If I joined forces with you, I reckon we could make a tidy profit. Just kidding. Last thing I need in my line of work is more tough competition. Well, thanks very much for listening to my waffle. I hear there are other bounty stones scattered around Torna, so good luck with those. Yes.
You really shouldn't have.
Oh yeah, and then there's that to attend to as well. All in due time. I've only done 2 of the topples required, so I may as well just move on for now.
Glad we were able to help out.
Alright, let's get going. So you're finally here, huh? I've been waiting for you. You going to Gormont? Hop on. I only just became a Titan ship captain's apprentice. It might be a bumpy ride. Try not to hurl or nothing. I'm sure the blades will be alright, but... Well... Well... There's nothing, I suppose. Here we are. Guess they gotta show what Torgoth looks like all the way back in this time. Interesting that there's basically nothing here. Unless this isn't quite Torgoth yet, which is possible. Hang on, is that more Ardain? Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of something else. No, that is Gormott. Sorry, the head threw me for a loop. I don't think I've ever seen Gormott from that angle, now that I think of it. The angle threw me for a loop. Lady Laura, welcome to Lasham Cove. So this is Gormott, huh? It's so pretty. I think the grass really is greener on the other side. It is kind of a dream destination, isn't it? And that's exactly why everyone's trying to claim it for themselves, ruining it for everyone else. Still, it's not like there was anywhere else to turn to. This is practically the only place where Lady Laura's mother could feel secure these days. Don't look so glum, Hayes. If it weren't for you, I'd never have found out that my mother fled here. I can't thank you enough for that. Yes, I suppose. Come on, let's go head to Torgoth. I can't wait to see Mother again. Okay, let's just head along the road. It'll take us straight there. Just remember, this is uncharted territory for us. Try not to... Never mind. It's not like I need to tell any of you that. Yes, I dare say we've all learned to exercise caution by this point. Let's not dally then. Onwards! Off we go then. Oh, already more side quests to pick up. Lovely. How many of these green barrels are there? Emissary of Justice. Prince Adam, we're pleasure to see you again. Is Mac most trusted intelligence operative. Prince grew so big and gorgeous. Ah, if only Mac were 30 years younger. Just kidding, of course. Where was Mac? Ah, yes, case of poisonous substance dealing. Dum-dums not realize how dangerous that is. Poisonous substance is red pollen orb. Ah, I was about to say. Some dum-dum stupid enough to buy, and dealer rakes in gold. Mac is on trail of dum-dums, but dum-dums always seem to be one step ahead of Mac. Which brings Mac to request. Prince Adam helped efforts of Mac to seize red pollen orbs? Pollen orb cargo stored in green barrels. If friends see green barrels, search smash into pieces on spot. Under no circumstances use pollen orbs, or Mac personally show up and give spankings. Is clear? Mac will return to Torna in meantime and gather more intel on dum-dums. Will personally expose dum-dums for wrongdoing in name of Prince Adam. Think about it from side of Mac. Pleased to look for green barrels and retrieval of pollen orbs. Lucky bloody us.
I hope we'll be able to help.
Alright, I won't explicitly look for them, but I can always just give them lay the smackdown whenever I see them. Ooh. Anything good? I see. That is an improvement. Well, the wing chips are an improvement, and theoretically I could... Well, let's take a look at accessories first. Those could be useful eventually. Well, if I ever run into any trouble in combat or want to look at things off to the side, I suppose I've got that as an option. Now who's over this way? How was my steering? Not bad. I'm from Torna, born and raised in the capital. Couldn't get on with my eccentric dad, so I left home and became a captain's apprentice. The air's good in Gormont at least. Torna's got plenty of trees, but around the capital it's mostly desert. Clouds of sands don't make for good breathing. I like my new job. Means I can go to all sorts of places. Indeed. Ever run up against a monster you fought plenty of times, except this time it's proving to be a real toughie? Ah, right. More tutorials. We're gonna be here a while.
Ah, nighttime. I do love a bit of peace and quiet.
I want to rest now.
Too bad, Nethra. Check out all this nature. Go on, take a deep breath. Feel good, eh? Not like Torna at all. Gormont's famous for its clear waters and pristine natural beauty. Be careful though, at the heart of this land dwells hordes of strong monsters. You want to keep an eye out if you stay too far from the road. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Traveling performers, huh? I did notice something of that when going through and talking to people in New Game Plus. There was a comment about that. Oh, really, traveler? Surely you of all people must know the meaning of a bond that sweetens over time. Ah, yeah. Oh dear. Why? I thought that was a tutorial prompt, and then it just became, well, sappy. Well. Alrighty. Thoughts on Banna in Xenoblade 1? Why does he exist? That's really all that needs to be said. Why does he exist? That was dumb. Hey guys, check out this deviled baguette recipe I picked up. The more recipes you get a hold of, the better your cooking repertoire will be. Sometimes people will give you them, or you might get a sudden brainwave. It's happened to me anyway. Also, it can be a ton of fun collecting recipes. Don't forget to actually try some out. Trust me, you'll love it. Alright then. Now, Lyta, I don't want to rain on your parade here, but you must understand. We didn't come to Gormont for fun and games. There's absolutely no reason for us to linger at the cove any longer than we... Lyta, are you even listening? Oh boy. Gonna run into that for a side quest or two, aren't I? Just carry straight on down the road and you'll come to Torrigot village. Try to stay on the road though, okay? There are some pretty scary monsters around. Sometimes you get either travelers who stray too far from the road and bump smack into them. They end up running for their lives from the brutes. It's a scary picture, don't you think? I know adventuring can be rewarding, but if you're like me and you value your own life, stick to the road. I mean, I can see that with that... Well, actually, that's level 10. Never mind.
Aren't we intrepid?
Unless I'm seeing the smaller monsters around it. Guess we'll find out, won't we? Oh look, more green barrels. Are we gonna unearth another Nopon drug trade? Is that why you keep mentioning Xenoblade 1 Banna? That's the reason you keep mentioning Xenoblade 1 Banna. We're gonna have trouble. Oh, that's a unique. That's why.
Aren't we intrepid?
Okay. They do say not to stray too far from the road. Yeah, well.
This is becoming addictive.
I guess we can just attend to the collectibles along the road then. As long as they're not too far away.
This is becoming addictive.
Love Gormont State theme in Torna. Honestly, after getting used to the Gormont theme in the base game, the remix here feels a little too sped up.
I think we've been spotted.
Hello, you. Let's see if I can take you on.
Try again.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. I may have to switch to Haze just for that. Alright. Well, actually, we're doing a decent amount. At least we can afflict Topple while we're at it. Ooh, Adam had launch on it. Very nice. I guess I had nothing to concern myself with then. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, let's keep moving.
Aren't we intrepid?
Wonder how different the collectible spots that are yellow are or golden compared to the normal blue ones. How different that is. Huh, I don't have to mess with the aux cores at all. They just come ready to go. That's nice. I wish the base game were like that.
Aren't we intrepid?
Not that I've had to overly tamper with them much anyway. This is the only Xenoblade I haven't beaten. Alright, we'll see what lies at the end then. What are you looking at?
This is becoming addictive.
Yeah? Feels like we're about to hit something annoying. Guess we'll find out. I wonder when these old machines will come into play.
This is becoming addictive.
Is this a campsite? Looks like it.
Well, here we are.
I say we rest a bit.
You're coming with me, treasure.
There we are.
Aren't we intrepid?
As we'll grab all the collection points before I hit that camp.
This is becoming addictive.
There we...
Spoiling for a
Hello, you.
Happy to oblige.
There we are.
Yes, this should do like Snowblast.
Best of luck.
Not bad, right?
Looks like stepping into the water had us disengage. That's annoying.
Enemy in our dust.
Well, luckily it's just a fish. It's relatively easy pickings anyway. Alrighty, let's go check out the camp now. Hey, who are you? Plus I should talk to people first. Are you a band of drivers and blades? You look pretty strong, but I don't think you'll be suited to being in my party. Why not, you ask? Well, to put it bluntly, you're simply not up to the task. Are you keeping your skills up to scratch to make sure you're ready for battle? Yeah, okay, tutorial nonsense. Alright. Doc, they call me. You could say I'm an adventurer, but I also have a scholarly interest in the link between Ether and Titans. Do you not know anything about the atmospheric disturbances called the Ether Miasma? There's been a few of these Ether Miasmas popping up around Gormont lately, only little ones mind. I was going to go and have a look myself, but I got set up by monsters before I could get very far. To be honest, it's more the intellectual side of adventuring that I'm into. I'm not too great at all the rough stuff. So I was just wondering if you lot could help me out. I bet you'd make the light work of the Espina Ferris that caused me such bother last time. If you'll help me, it'll let me rarely get stuck into my Ether Miasma related research, you see. Well, I'll leave it up to you. You lot look like you can handle it. Alrighty then. I guess that's just go around, deal with a bunch of miasma, most likely. Gotta give more of the wide-ranging ones before too long, right? So, anything good?
Let's get down to business.
Sword Charm. Extra party gauge and damage dealt by specials.
Pretty good, all things considered. Pretty good, all things considered.
Okay, so they added the check marks to show what you actually have now. That's useful. Now, anything good? Extra HP recovery.
It came together nicely. Just taste it.
Alright, nothing from you. Alright. Increased running speed. That's random. Ooh, art recharge. Yes, please.
Maybe I missed a step?
I'm sure it's fine, Mithra.
It came together nicely.
This came out very well.
There we go. That should give me a few options. Now, I wonder what kind of place Torgoth is. You'll be reunited with your mother soon, Lady Laura. I know. I can't wait. Ormont is a real sight to behold. But that beauty can harbor many perils. It's home to plenty of monsters. You should keep your wits about you, Hayes. I know. Protecting Lady Laura is my duty. I never forget that. Not for a moment. Hey, I've got her covered. Teehee. I'm sure you two will be able to keep me safe somehow. Will they now? Alright. So we're throwing the bonus experience around? Yeah, maybe to get these two.
Is within our grasp.
Maybe to get these two within the same striking distance, that'll be fine. There we are. That'll leave Stevens out there level. Thank God Xenoblade 3 lets you fight in the water without disengaging. Oh boy. Instead of just having it as a hard barrier or disengaging you. I guess I'll see how that plays out. Alright, back on the road.
Aren't we intrepid?
Is that arch supposed to be the beginning of Torgoth? Actually, hang on a minute. Yes, it is.
Aren't we intrepid?
Alrighty then. Let's take a look inside.
Well, here we are.
I say we rest a bit. Who's in?
Well, we're about to have a chance to, Mithra. Wait, what? Again?
Oh no.
Here too. Gormot's an attractive target, but this... Whoever did this clearly had no compassion or respect for the people they killed.
Well, whether it was Malos or someone else, either way, clearly they're all toast.
Mithra.
Laura.
It's okay. Mother could have run away somewhere safe.
Hang on, I just realized the costume I put on Mithra has it look like she's bound to Rex right now. I missed that. I'm gonna change that actually then. Actually, yeah, because she's got her normal core crystal outside of that. So if I swap that out with something else, look the same way when I take a closer look at her. No, looks like it's normal now. Curious that. Well, lucky us. Actually, it's the back entrance in modern times. Well, either way. So interesting that it was razed to the ground before being built back up. And again, given all the greenery that they keep talking about, I suppose, well, there's a reason why so many people have taken an interest in it, I guess. All the same. "500 years is a long time?" Yeah, pretty much. Excavation. Don't have quite what I need, huh? Alrighty then. I'll have to see to that later. There we are. At least they're not throwing too many monsters at us. Although they've kept Laura's dialogue to a minimum while we're running through here. Curious that. Well, that's a bad sign.
Look, fresh graves over here.
Looks like a Gormati.
This kind soul must have dug them all.
What's wrong?
Should we maybe bury him, too?
Huh? Yes, let's.
Too late, huh?
This...
Of course.
I made this flower myself. She kept all this time.
Yeah, gotta make it tragic, huh? Thank you, Jin. I'm alright now. Really. Are you sure? If you're trying to put on a brave face, then it's fine. It's fine. Hey guys, do you think we could go back to the village again? Did you notice something? No, nothing like that. I was just thinking that maybe we could bring back something to offer to the rest of the graves, besides Mother's. They were all burned to ashes. Is there really any point? Really? You didn't find anything last time? Alright, we can all look together. It helps give you closure. Interesting that they're showing more of the thought process of everybody else, even if they're keeping it to themselves, as you would probably expect them to, anyway. Still having Laura remain silent for the moment, eh? Alright then. I won't interfere.
I'm something of an expert.
Only throwing a bit of extra in there, huh? Alrighty. Fair enough. Although I suppose that was the case already with Jin's specialty. Alright.
Surround them!
Or our day.
Ardanian troops? Imperial Guard? Thieving scum! Don't think you're gonna get away with your dirty deeds.
What? No! We just... Problem, Captain?
Uh-oh. This is gonna be interesting. So who's your driver?
Lady Bridget. They're brigands. Same ones who attacked the village, perhaps.
Drivers and blades. Mercenaries?
So that's Bridget.
Captain, I shall deal with these individuals. Emperor Hugo must be briefed.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine, don't let us explain.
You lot, stay here and assist the Lady Bridget. Son!
Yeah, good. Let the kids run away. Can't have them get shot.
Heads up!
Never again!
If I have to.
Alrighty.
Never again! Never again!
Alright, looks like they'll remain focused on Bridget, and I don't seem to have a way to influence who they target this time. That's alright. Whoops. Not what I meant to do, but alright. Alrighty then. Yep. Oh yeah, blade combos are a thing I'll have to worry about too, huh? And now would be the time to introduce them, right? Interesting.
And ready.
Okay. Also link up other team specials. Yep. So there's no special restriction then. Some fixed routes. Critical routes number 16 in total. They're comprised of a particular sequence of elements. Okay. Finish critical route with trigger special animation. Yep. Just realized how much damage we're taking.
You're such a worried work.
Great.
It looks like they're gonna have me effectively rediscover them, huh?
Learned something.
Alrighty then.
I have to wrap this up before Lord Hugo arrives.
Wait, didn't you mention an Emperor Hugo?
Not done with you.
Surely you'd recognize an Aegis, though, Bridget.
Come on! That was a pretty cheap trick. Keep going like that, you'll get a reputation.
Cheap, you say? Don't be absurd. It's called tactics, look it up. But perhaps that's something a simpleton like yourself could never hope to comprehend.
I'm detecting a pattern here.
Simpleton? Your attacks scream it. Clumsy, heavy, no refinement.
I was gonna go easy on you, but now you have pissed me off!
No, don't use that power. No.
Children here.
What was that? If that had actually hit me,
Oh, didn't like that, did you? I can see it on your face. Well, on that note...
Mitra!
Haze! Understood.
I don't think that would stop that specific kind of attack.
What? How? Is this you? What the hell? She's our enemy.
Adam plainly ordered you to stop. Or didn't you hear him, simpleton?
How extraordinary. I'd heard of a blade with the power to restrain others, but I never thought... And did she say Adam?
Now you're figuring it out.
All of you, lay down your arms.
Aegeon.
There is
Another
no
young emperor,
need for
huh?
this.
Hello?
Not gonna say anything more. Oh, fine.
It's good to see you again, Prince Adam. Please forgive the actions of my guards.
Don't you worry about it. I am just glad to see you well, Your Imperial Majesty.
Imperial Majesty?
May I introduce? The Emperor of Mor-Ardain, Hugo Ardenach.
The Ardanian Emperor? What's someone of his station doing out here?
You know, our stations are fairly similar.
Not that you'd ever know.
Thanks, I try.
Good
Come
comeback.
for the Aegis.
Which one?
Its actions have been felt in Mor-Ardain as well. We're currently chasing it down.
The same as us, then. But coming here yourself.
My brother is ruling in my absence.
I see. And so you brought Brigid and Aegeon.
Huh?
Those two are the crown jewels of the Ardanian forces. Wielding them on the front lines is the duty of he who has the throne.
Indeed. That ought to have been my older brother.
But he didn't have the potential to become a driver. And now, here you are, bonded with both of them.
The Special Inquisitor is under my brother's direct command.
Oh.
Should I fall in battle, he has his orders to retrieve the core crystals.
That sounds cold.
That's how it goes with matters of state.
Indeed.
And yet, it works out well for me. I have always wanted to put myself on the line for our people. And I never enjoyed wielding authority in the first place.
I feel the same way. I don't get why anyone would want to sit on a throne.
Yes, that. If Prince Zetar knew, there would be consequences.
Let's pretend you didn't hear me say that.
You two will never see eye to eye. Better to leave well enough alone.
Ruling is, frankly, it's a scary thought. Just imagine becoming someone you don't recognize. Never knowing who's looking back at you in the mirror.
Is this really the conversation you should be having with a foreign
I'd be
prince?
happy if you called me Hugo.
Or an
like old
emperor.
times.
You knew each
I
other.
will, dear Hugo, but only if you call me Adam in return. Well, it would be beneficial to share our findings, but perhaps elsewhere might be better?
How about your Majesty's flagship?
Indeed.
Flagship.
Is something the matter, Lady Laura?
I'm just not very good in that kind of stuffy environment.
I'll deal with
Not
it.
alone there. That's the worst.
Right? I think I'll sit this particular venture out.
Yeah, I'm out too.
Oh, no, you don't.
Wait a minute. Is that her?
Yes, this is Mithra, one of the Aegises. Your account would be valuable as well, Laura.
Everything I've seen or heard, Jin will know as well.
Yes, that's true.
That's not going to be good enough.
Would you go instead of me, please?
I mean, he's not going to refuse, but I think Adam might give you guff.
Of course. I will do as you wish.
Thank you kindly. Well then, shall we?
Well then, my friends, shall we make a move? Your Majesty, this may not be my position to say, but would it not be wise to first investigate the location we spoke of? Ah, yes, you do raise a valid point. Aegeon, please consider His Majesty's feelings. He wishes for quality time to spend with his dear friend Prince Adam. I'm honored that you value me so highly. But I think this is a decision best left to Hugo. What do you say? Would that be getting in the way of your mission? No, no, not in the slightest. In fact, I believe you are just as much involved in this whole affair as us. What with your traveling alongside the Aegis, that much is clear. So this mission of yours has something to do with Malos? Exactly so. Aegeon, would you? Of course. By official decree, allow me to formally disclose to you the nature of our mission. On the surface, we have traveled here to work on diffusing diplomatic tensions between the Empire and Sia. But at the same time, there is another matter we are investigating. And I presume is Malos. So, what are you going to do to him? Take him down? Capture him? At the present time, neither. It is His Majesty's wish to ascertain the intent of this Malos, and indeed anyone who wishes our empire harm. Then, I assume new intelligence has come to light? The 4th decade reported in just as you are on your way to Torgoth. They had discovered an area of land that had been scorched black by some colossal power. I don't think Adam's going to want to ignore that one. You read my mind. Hugo, as much as I'd enjoy reminiscing out on the Cloud Sea, I'd quite like to enjoy some more of the scenery first. Of course. If you like, we can take a side trip before we return to the ship. Laura, is this wise? I still want to decorate the graves, so I'll wait for you in the village. Everything will be fine. Hayes is with me after all. That's right. Please, take as much time as you need. Alright. Maybe it's for the best that she doesn't get to see the extent of Malos' devastation. Yeah, probably for the best. So you say the 4th decade found traces of Malos' destruction, and that would be where? It would appear to be at Valifilm Hill, heading inland from Orgia Great Plains. But I'm afraid I've received no further information. We have no recourse but to go and examine the area ourselves. From here, it's probably even closer than the harbor. Indeed, and that is where we must go. Perhaps you can entertain us with tales of your adventures as we make our way, Adam. Alrighty, we'll see how that goes.
We never turn a blind eye to people in need.
So, how's this gonna play out? Okay, so Jin's by himself for now. Alright, and oh, okay, so you're acting as our 3rd Nena. So that allows us to bring Aegeon and Bridget into play. Let's take control of Adam for actually, no, we'll take control of Hugo for a bit. That should be fine. Yep. Figured that. Alrighty. Presumably you're going to be acting as a tank then. Just one about level 4 specials. The technique for driver and blade sharing one weapons is a unique innovation by Laura and her companions. Therefore, if you control a team other than Laura's, you won't be able to use level 4 specials. Alright, that's fair. So they're gonna hold that in reserve for the moment, huh? Alrighty. So, I will accompany Lady Laura. If Lady Laura is going with you, I will gladly do the same. I honestly can't stand these sort of environments. Would you mind going in my place, Jin? If you'd asked me to go practically anywhere else, I'd be fine. But that ship? No way. I'll wait around here a bit longer. Righty then. So, what have you got to work with? Okay, so got what looks to be a long sword. Given your height, it's probably something you wield as a great weapon. Alright, so you do draw aggro. Straight up topple. Useful. Guard shift.
I shall aim ever higher. The culmination of years of sovereignty.
Alrighty then.
I shall aim ever higher. The culmination of years of sovereignty.
There we are. Then, we're throwing anything onto you?
When you've got it, you've got it.
Alrighty. Have anything worth throwing on as a pouch item? And it only lasts 45 minutes. How long am I likely to go? I'll probably only keep going for another 20 minutes, though. Check out Torna's victory quotes later? Alright, alright. Guess we can just experiment for now. Okay. Any good accessories I can tack on? Ooh. You've got it. So your weapon is earth. Alrighty. Don't have much to work with yet, huh? I guess I'll just go with that just to make things easier on me. Although that only seems useful if I'm gonna be the one directly in control.
Grant me the wisdom to lead ever better. I am always learning.
Alright, you get those pretty quickly. And given the number of skill points they're throwing at me. Alrighty then.
There is still much experience to gain.
Work hard enough, and our efforts won't be in vain.
Let's see.
Work hard enough, and our efforts won't be in vain. Standing on the shoulders of Titan.
Guess that would be what you would say instead. Alright, any core chip I need to put on anyone? Huh. Actually worse. Guess I shouldn't be too surprised by that.
It would seem I have much left to learn.
Think of the possibilities.
There's more to this blade than cutting down fools.
There we go. Alright, that'll suffice. Now. So where are they asking me to go now? That way, huh? Take a look at the map. Hang on, there's a quest over there I can grab. Let's see, how much further do I want to go? Well, chat's bothering me about stuff I missed, so...
My legs. I've always wanted to do this.
Level 30 monsters, huh? Maybe I shouldn't go in this direction to go quest hunting. I saw something anyway. Well, we'll go collect that side quest, and I think we'll call it there once we're done. Whole map, huh? Oh wow, that's a lot of side quests that opened up. Oh, that's why I'm not seeing it yet. It's over in this direction. Alright, let's move. Alright then, what we'll do is we'll go grab that side quest. And then once we're done... Well... Once the quest has been retrieved, we'll go ahead and call it a night. I see no reason to rush through this right now. Oh, a campsite. That's useful.
Isn't this fun?
Quite nice.
This is new.
This place would make a perfect base of operations.
Alrighty then. Oh, that nasty article. Not nice. Befriend listen to woes of Pun Pun. There was ferocious crustip on rampage. Oh, woe is Pun Pun. Rotten monster set upon Pun Pun and Pun Pun's special napping place. Pun Pun's blood boils with desires for vengeance. Revenge! But Pun Pun has certain values that prevent from taking up arms. Peace-loving, nap-loving, and so on. But still, Pun Pun would like to see grin right from rude monster's face. Friends, Pun Pun cries for justice. Please take Pun Pun's place and give Monster's friend right good drubbing. Monsters not feel so tough when little pals are done in, will reflect on error of ways. Would like friends to know name a foul beast, is mere his crust dip. Pun Pun not like feeling of being bested by beastly entity. And Monsters has many friends in swampy land around camp. Make mincemeat of 3, and Pun Pun can rest easy in bed knowing justice has been done. Pun Pun wait here safely and ponder wonder of justice. Oh boy.
I said I'd do it, so consider it done.
That's gonna make things interesting. Wonder how many of those... Oh. Wonder how long it'll take to find those to munch. For now. Anything special here? So, what do you have as something special?
I'm a little nervous, to tell you the truth.
Interesting. Enable item collection from silver machines. Oh, that's what the machines are gonna involve. Okay. So those old machines are something that you can interact with. Alright, and that's probably where we get all of the mechanical aspects, since salvaging likely isn't something we have to concern ourselves with. And then... Discovery rate. These must be more passive items alongside, well, in the same vein as Adam. Increase battle experience by 10%, lower range by 2 meters. Yeah, these look like passive effects. And then these look like pouch items. Affinity. And you're a cook. Interesting. Alrighty then. Kinda surprised at how little arts recovery stuff there is in here. And again, I suppose they don't want us abusing the hell out of that, given how much I've been able to do so elsewhere. Anything special here? Looks like you've got your hands full too, Hugo. I hadn't expected you to be pursuing the Aegis independently. We will not allow him to escape our grasp. If it comes to battle, then better to face the Aegis with the sturdiest of blades like Brigid and Aegeon. Yes, you're right. First, we must head to the location that we gleaned from the 4th Decade's intelligence. Perhaps something there will reveal the forward path. If the Aegis does bar our way, would you assist us in battle, Adam? Believe me, that's always been my intention. My only fear is that we just don't have the capability to stand up to him yet. Well, you better work out where to get some of that capability, and fast. The Aegis seems quite commanding, doesn't she? Tell me about it. Yeah, just a bit. Alrighty. Let's see. Well, everyone's the same level, so I see no reason to tamper with that right now. Alrighty. That'll suffice for tonight. So we'll go ahead and catch up with chat, and then we'll call it. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, Gormot's gonna have all sorts of people as well, huh? I think nothing of all the quests that I ended up that I'll have to collect as well. Okay. Regardless, so we'll go ahead and make sure that this is saved properly. There we go. Alrighty. Let us see what chat's been up to for the last few minutes. Okay, so. Anything that I missed? Let's see, that looks like a decent starting point. Base game of 2 is a bit of an experimental game. That's putting it mildly. Thoughts on Adam? Haven't seen enough to really get a good feel for him yet. Seems like the generic nice... Well, just the generically nice anime protagonist to start with. Although, to be fair, they really haven't had much time to explore more beyond that, so I'll be curious to see what else kicks in. Well, what else kicks into play? Hugo looks like Neil, and is the same VA as well. Yeah, it sounded similar enough. See, press ZR or ZL out of battle. Any particular reason for that? Oh, right, that nonsense. Wait, what? While ZR looks like it's still controlling the objective, but interesting that they let me control that out here. That's a little too easy. I mean, I appreciate that that's there, I'm just kind of surprised that, well, to be fair, it's just Blade Switch in the base game, so I suppose I shouldn't be that surprised by it. Still, useful. Let's see, check out Torna's victory quotes later. Yep. Off. When's the next multiplayer night or variety nights or chill stream? Or whatever I end up doing. Let's see. I don't know how long it'll take me to get through all the Torna stuff, and I suspect that'll end up being the major concern for anything I do next. At least that's my suspicion. So based on that, let me think. It'll probably vary. The most likely game that will be finished up next is Wargroove 2 at my current pace, because I suspect that I've got 3, maybe 4 streams left of that. So assuming that there aren't any crazy things that happen on Friday, it might end up being that time slot that's taken up for it. In that case, I do have an idea for a one-off that I think might be interesting, but I'll have to say more on that once I get closer to time. For all I know, the timing may not necessarily work out as I hope, but even if I don't have time for that one-off, I should have time for at least something. Might be a good time to get back into Tears of the Kingdom, depending on how far I am elsewhere. Because honestly, at this point, I've got another game that I need to focus on as far as gameplay is concerned. So I'm thinking what I may end up doing is I may kick the Xenoblade 2 cartridge out of the system until I'm finished with Torna. And then at that point, I can just put Tears of the Kingdom back in so I can at least make sure I finish that game with the anticipating reviewing that at some point next year. At least that's the plan. I'll have more to say on that once that we get to everything else. Either way, this is my 50-foot tall one. That's not very specific, but let's see if I can dig through. Here we are. Fun fact, when the game first was being designed, the blades were meant to be like Ultraman and be 50 feet tall. Sounds about right. So they wanted to effectively be like the faced... Well, actually, no, that's a bit of a spoiler. I'll say it anyway. So they basically wanted the faced Mechon, but, well, playable. One way to handle it, I suppose. Either way, that'll be all from me. So, as for how the weeks are going to play out for the next month or so, there is going to be a shakeup in the schedule. So, tomorrow, I see no reason why I won't be able to see to Baldur's Gate 3 as per usual. Even if I end up a little later than normal as a result of a couple other things. My plan as of right now is to see to Baldur's Gate 3 as per usual tomorrow, morning. But after that, the Wednesday time slot is going to be moved to Thursday for at least the next month. I've got another obligation that I need to attend to on Wednesday nights from now until then. So possibly extending into December, but I don't expect it to extend that far, if at all. So, as a result of that, if I do have if I do have the time because of no other conflicts to throw at a flexible time slot, it'll be on Thursday instead of Wednesday. No guarantee of anything outside of the usual Friday, Saturday, and usually Sunday, but as a result of that, Thursday will be the flexible slot for a little bit. I don't expect it to hit this game all that much because I'm going to be using it primarily to get through Baldur's Gate 3, but otherwise, we'll see how things go. For now then, until we can jump back into this, thank you all for watching, and I need to get to bed. Been a long day. At least daylight savings time is in my favor tomorrow morning. Either way, till then,